Hello, today we will be doing pranayama. Pranayama is supposed to help you a lot in relaxing your mind, releasing the stress of the day. It is it is very useful if you do it in early in the morning and also before you go to bed. And there are different kinds of pranayamas. Today I will be uh, doing around 7 of them. These are 7 which are very important, and try to do these 7 every day in the same order. It will really help you. And after these 7 pranayama, try to do meditation at least for 10-15 minutes. That will really soothe your mind and help you with when people have palpitations or people who are under stress. This really helps in calming the mind. So let's start. It's always better to have a yoga mat and sit, if you can, in this position, in the like this, with both the legs on. Hope you can see me. Yeah, like this. But if it's difficult, maybe one of the legs you can put down and just put one leg on top, or in this you can just sit in Sukhasana, whichever is convenient for you, you can do that. And the mudra is the Dhyana mudra, which is the index finger touching the thumb. So put this, both your hands on your knees, and start. Let's start with 3 rounds of Om. Om, you have to always, Om has got 3 parts in it. It's called Aum, that is A-U-M, A, U, Ma. So A, U, Ma is supposed to vibe, it kind of stimulates your 3 areas. One is near your umbilicus. The vibrations can be felt there when you say ah, and when you say oo, the vibrations can be felt in your throat, and when you say ma, it can be felt near your nose and your this whole area here. So try to say ah, oo, ma, each of them in the exact same amount of time. I mean, divided exactly into 3 parts when you say arm. So let's start. Start with, take a deep breath. Ah. Ah. So once we are done with the Omkara, let us start the first pranayama, which is called Bhastrika Pranayama. Bhastrika Pranayama is nothing but deep inhalation and followed by deep exhalation. However deep you can, that's the best thing. You can actually count when you take the deep breath in your mind, like say for 4 counts in, 4 counts out, or 6 counts in, 6 counts out. That depends on you. Try to, one cycle is in and out is one cycle. Like that, try to do at least 15 to 20 cycles. Today I'll just be doing 10 cycles to just show it to you how it is, but typically on your own, when you try to do it, you can go up to 30-40 times. It's typically said that you should do it at least for 5 to 10 minutes or even 15 minutes Bhastrika Pranayama, and it's supposed to be very good for um, hypertension, to relieve your stress, and so many other uh, helpful things it does for the body. So let's start. Take a deep breath inside through your nose, both through your nose itself. Okay. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue on your own. So this is called Bhastrika Pranayama. The next pranayama, so try to do this at least 15-20 times. Today we just did a couple of times. Now the next pranayama is Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati Pranayama is you take one deep inhalation and then you just keep exhaling very short breaths and very forceful expirations, and breathing inside will happen on its own. You don't have to concentrate on breathing in. You're just concentrating on just breathing out forcefully. Okay, so take, and for every one breath, at least do 30 rounds of expirations or forceful breaths. Typically, you need to do at least 60, which is 1 second, one expiration. So for 1 minute, you can go up to 60 exhalations. But initially, when you're starting off, you can just go with 30 forceful expirations for one breath. Okay, so like that, do at least 3 rounds, 4 rounds. People do it for at least 10, 15 rounds. People go as much as 500 breaths or 500 exhalations or so. But to begin with, just try 30 and 3 counts, 3 rounds of it. So that will be around almost 90 or 90 uh, expirations. Okay, so start. Take a deep breath. So you see the tummy goes in and out for every forced expiration. So for people who have high blood pressure, please watch out. Do it slowly. Don't do very fast. There are people who do it very fast, go up to 18, 19 breaths per minute. But people with hypertension try to be as very slow, and try to just do like this 30 round 30 expirations or so. That's more than plenty. So like this you have to do 3 rounds, at least 3 rounds. So we finished one round, we do another 2 rounds. Again, take a deep breath in. Another point to make a note of another point is that you should not do this in full stomach. It should always be empty stomach. So that's why it's best to do it either early in the morning or evening before you have your dinner. That's the best time to do things like Kapalabhati and a couple of others. Before going to bed, Bhastrika and the last Anulom Vilom, those are good to do it even at any time of the day. But some of the pranayamas, the other 3, 4 that I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes, those pranayams you should not be doing it in full stomach. Okay, so the last round of Kapalabhati again. Next, the third pranayama is called Bahya Pranayama. So, Bahya Pranayama involves taking a deep breath in and then holding your breath and then applying three bandhas. They call it bandh or locks. So, one is called Jalandhar bandh, which is at the neck. You apply the lock by putting your chin on your chest and kind of doing it like this, locking it here. And then there's Udyana bandh, which is locking your abdomen. You have to push your abdomen in literally towards your back. Okay, and the third bandh is called the Moola bandh, which is the anal sphincter, anal muscle is raised up. Okay, so these are the three bandhas. You need to take a deep inhalation, and with the air inside, you put all the three bandhs. Stay in that for however long you can, for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then when you unlock yourself, you just pull your head up, unlock all the three bandhas, and you exhale the air. So that's called the Bahya Pranayama. You can watch me for the first time and then you can follow it the second and the third time. So start with taking a deep breath. That's the way to do it. So you can, as you practice more, you can stay in that for a longer time. You can hold the breath for a longer time, but initially 5 seconds, 10 seconds, however comfortable you are, you can do that. Okay, so let's do it again. Take a deep breath inside. First the Jalandhar bandh, then the Udyana bandh, and the Moola bandh. Relax. Take a deep breath. Again the last time. So this is called the Bahya Pranayama, and the next pranayama is called the Agnisara Pranayama. This is very good for your digestive system. Basically, even here, you take a deep breath inside, then you put just one bandha, just the Jalandhar bandh, and then you have to make your abdomen go front and back as many times as possible until you can hold the breath, and then you can probably just release it. So that's the uh, Agnisara Pranayama. So take a deep breath in. So taking a deep breath in, first lock yourself, and then, I don't know if you could watch, just the tummy needs to go front and back. Almost similar to Kapalbhati, except you're not blowing your nose out, you're just moving the abdomen front and back. Okay, let's do it again. Last time. So now we'll be doing the Ujjayi Pranayama, wherein here you take a breath through your mouth, in the through it's you through the throat you take a breath, and hold it, and then when you release your breath, you close your right nostril and breathe out through your left nostril, and you will have to apply the Jalandhar Bandh too. You can watch me the first time. It's supposed to be very good for the throat, for thyroid, and for other issues. So basically, you are vibrating your vocal cords. It's supposed to be very good for people who sing and all that also. So that sound should come out like you're breathing in through your throat muscles. Okay. So let's do it again the second time. Last time. Okay. So that's the Ujjayi Pranayama. And the last but one, Anulom Vilom. Here, I'm sure you've all seen this before. You have to first, the mudra is that both the index finger and the middle finger are folded down, and you have the rest of them open. You close your right nostril with your thumb and the left nostril with the ring finger. Okay, so first you have to take a breath through your left nostril. So you'll be closing your right nostril with your thumb and take a deep breath inside, and then you close your left nostril with your ring finger. Open the right nostril. Breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril itself. Then breathe out through the left nostril. Okay. So basically, breathing in first through the left nostril. Always begin from the left nostril. Breathing in through the left nostril. Breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in again through the right nostril. Breathe out through the left nostril. Okay. So that entire thing is one round. You have to minimum do 6 to 8 rounds of it. You can go maximum up to any number, 30, 40. I usually advise that every day try to do at least 25 to 30 rounds of this. It's really, really helpful. Okay, but want of time today, I'll just be doing it for 6 rounds or so. Okay, so please follow me. Hold, so put your thumb on your right nostril. Take a deep breath inside from the left nostril. Ring finger on the left nostril. Breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Breathe out through the left nostril. So we finish one round. The second round. In. Out. 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 So once you're done with your 6 rounds of it, I would like to just tell a little bit more about this. You have to try to spend more time on exhalation. That is, if you say take for 4 counts of inhalation, try to make longer exhalations, like for 6 counts of exhalation. Again, in inhalation probably 4 counts, then exhalation again 6 counts. So like that, try to have longer rounds of exhalation. I will talk about it in another video as to why prolonging exhalation is important, because that is the main part of Anulom Vilom, because that's the one which will help in calming you down, because when you exhale for a longer time, the parasympathetic system of our body gets activated. The vagus nerve, which is part of the parasympathetic system, gets activated. Sympathetic system is the one which gives us symptoms of stress, like um, breathing fast and your heart rate increasing, and all these which are signs of stress. And parasympathetic system is the one which calms you down, which brings down the heartbeat, brings down the respiratory rate, and that is activated by the vagus nerve. And vagus nerve is activated by increasing the exhalation. That activates the vagus nerve. That's a nerve which goes right from here all the way to the brain. So that is the reason you try to increase the time of exhalation. Okay, so last we'll be doing Brahmari Pranayama and then Utgir Pranayama, actually. 2 more left. Brahmari is just closing your eyes with these 4 fingers, and this thumb you close your little skin which is there on your ear. Just close that, and you have to take a deep breath inside, and while breathing out, make a sound like a P. Okay, so take a deep and close the ear with, just press on that cartilage of the ear. That way you can just hear the vibrations of your humming. Okay, so hum the sound. Take a deep breath inside. Breathing out, make the humming sound. Take a deep breath again. Hum back again. Third time. Breathe out while making the humming sound. So this is also supposed to be very, very good for stress relief, and try to practice at least 6 times or so. Okay, so this kind of brings us to the end of this pranayama session. Let's end with again 3 omkaras, and followed by 3 shanti. Okay, so keep again your hands in the Jnana Mudra, and take a deep breath and do 3 times Om followed by Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskara. Hope you enjoyed the session. We'll do another video about asanas. What are the asanas that you need to do every day? But until then, please follow this. And as I said, after pranayama, Try to also do meditation for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Have a nice soothing music as a background and just concentrate on your breath, on just this area of the nose, and try to meditate. Thank you.